Alright, the road trip continues. And there's things that we still need to do. There's a couple of areas that we do need to do deliveries to. Malmö is one of them. Gedser is another. And Strasbourg is the other. That's not Newcastle, which is still not arriving on our list. So we've got to still try and solve that problem. However, we can do Bremen to Malmö. So we're going to do so. And we're using the external contracts again, so I'm not pressured by in-game time. Woo! Honk the horn! Alright, well, I could probably honk the horn a little bit louder. Honk the horn! Yeah. Alright, let's start our engine. And let's go. In between all this, by the way, we did get we got a new driver and a new truck. So it means we're a little short on funds again. However, we can look to get more money. Now, get more passive income in the form of more drivers. So that will be fun. So I'm getting a little too excited. I should probably turn my own headphones up so I can hear what's going on. Honk. Yeah. Alright. So I also repaired my truck. Well, I say repaired. We got ourselves a new truck from last session. So everything is all fine. So we now just need to go and deliver or pick up our cargo to Malmö. Now that's only 381 miles, so it's going to be a bit short. So I may try and see. Ooh, yeah, get in the. Ah, wrong place. Oh boy. Ah, we're good. When it said it wanted us to turn right, it just wanted us to go in the right lane. No one saw that. Right, anyway, let's cruise. Let's cruise to where we need to get to. Just went whee across there, you know. Just as you do. But we go across this bridge. We get to our delivery. And we can make a move. I'm going to say this, only 381 miles, you know, for a delivery. We could just do the pickup delivery, to be honest. But if we can get another delivery to like Gedser, that'd be great. The pickup legs would be fun. Oh, there goes a loan installment. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now we are on the short end of it. But this job's worth 17,500, to be honest, so there is that. Oh boy. Woohoo. Right, go. Excuse me. Coming through. Because, you know, one has to love. Ah, that was a pavement. Slow it down. What the? Okay. Fuerte del Mar Menor. Don't know if that's how you do it. But it was established in 1995, according to this JPEG that's on the back of this van. Truck. Come on. Keep driving. Ryan wants to turn right. There we go. Right. Get ourselves down. Okay. Then we need to take a right. Then we need to take a left. Okay. We get to our delivery location. Pickup location. Not delivery. Come on. Whoop. Okay, so our one is around here somewhere. God, all the way around the back? Oh. Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. Drone? We... Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. We have it. You see, this is 9 hours away. This is still like one full rest stop at this point. So it could end up being one session, especially the amount of time it took me to actually get in here. And especially what we've got to do to get out. Look at that on the map. Spaghetti Junction. However, we are on the way. I don't know why I'm turning. Oh, okay. Let me through. Without hitting the gate, please. Thank you. Alright, up we go. There. We've got some backflow preventers. So we need to go and succeed in preventing those backflows. Damn it! Well, we're here now. Stop. Well, this isn't awkward. You're on the way. Da, 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 da. Woo! Finally, we can make it. We can make a start. Perfect. Right. Let's go get ourselves where we need to go. Alright. Have we made it? We're on a motorway. That would look like we've made it. Go on, up the hill. Up the hill. It's just 23 tons worth of stuff. It's more than gummy bears here. Well, this lasted long, didn't it? Motorway! Off the motorway. Let me stick on this bit. Oh, we've got some income. 172. George has done his first job. He's done his first job, everyone. Oh, shoot. Down we go. Why am I still... Get off. Wee. Oh, I'm still on a 37 zone? Oh no, back to 50. Here we go. Let's go! On the move. We're gonna get on the move. We've got to pass through Denmark. And we've got to pass through... Well, then a little bit of Sweden to get to Malmö. But that's our journey. So I'm not gonna take the rest stop yet, but I will take it like sooner rather than later because I don't want to be left with like a little bit of time left before then needing to determine whether I'm getting another job or not. But definitely not this one. Why would I? Whoop, just veer off into the lane, Ryan. That works. That works. So at the time of this recording, I went to see an absolute waste of time of a film. I knew it was going to be a waste of time purely on the idea that it's just a live action version, beat for beat, of an animation. But let's be honest. Oh, Chris. Well done, Chris. You just made nearly $3,000. Guys have they've nearly made the amount of money for the loan. But that's what I'm kind of looking for. If their jobs can cover the loan costs, I can do the big jobs and repair my vehicle when it happens. It means the money that I've got for the jobs repairs the vehicle, not covers the loans. So yeah. But if our crew can start making a little bit more money, that's great. And then if we can get to another 100, another 120,000, I will. And this may be the big one. Hire a third driver. Afternoon, officer. God, imagine having 4 drivers in the company. Would be great. God, all that money. Can make it. Right, when is the next rest stop then? Let's put past the toll, right? We're still on. We're still on. That should probably. That's a hard shoulder, right? Yeah, we should. Probably move over. Before all these try and turn. Cool. Yeah, we're not taking the Hamburg one. No. All right. We are on the move. We can settle in a little bit. Do all that settling. And not do that business. Not go off the road. Let's head through Cargo Central on the roller coaster. Whee! Oh, we're going so fast. We're going so fast. To be fair, I need to make a turning anyway. Da 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 da. Alright, 320 miles to go. You know, this, depending on how things go on there, this could just be a one-stop leg. There's 400 miles. It's last time I did 750 miles, it took about an hour and 15. So 400 miles will take about 45, possibly. Maybe 35. So, it was a very loud can going in the cup holder. It was definitely not a massive thud. There will be a couple of national anthems that will need to be played on this session. God, I feel so slow. This whole 50-mile-an-hour speed limit business that we got going on while I'm watching cars just fling it down at 65. I know rules of the road and, trucks and all that business, but, I mean, jeez. My truck can go to at least 56. We could do 56, can't we? Couldn't we? No? Alright, fine. Fine. Anyway, still on the 7. Heading back up. It's all fine. It's all fine. Lonely. It's got a bit empty and it's 2 in the afternoon. I expected more vehicles on the road. than this. Really did. But no, because we're not getting it. Because this is what happens when you prevent the backflow. Still needing these high value cargoes that we're not getting as well. Yeah. Be nice if we got them. Absolutely. You did not hear the sound of ice and me nearly going into a road. Especially when there's a car there. Afternoon, officer. Look, I mean, to be honest, I'm on the idea that if we keep doing short trips, we're never going to finish this road trip. I'm doing one leg a week, and it's just one city a week. There's quite a lot of towns and cities in this. Do we road trip for over a year? I mean, we could. We really could. Anyway, if we're going up a bridge. What a tractor. What a tractor. I need a better engine though as well. Upgrading our parts might be an idea as well, rather than just repair them. We're at a level now where we can start getting, you know, decent engine upgrades and stuff. Engine upgrades, like, at least so they can hill climb a bit better. You know, it'd be nice. Right, don't need this service station. We'll probably take the next one. Wee. Are you turning? Are you turning? No, you're not. You're slowing down, you piece of... Your mother was a horse farmer. What? Don't judge me. Anyway, on we go. Onwards we go. Da 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 da. Alright, less than 250 miles to go. It's all fine. Feel a little bit more talkative this time. Even if I'm not actually saying anything. Have a look out there. Pylons, lovely clouds, hard shoulder. Okay, I said I was going to go and take the next rest stop, but I'm not, because it's a toll booth. We've got a toll booth coming up. Not toll booth, border check. That'll provide some excitement. Thrill as documents are checked. Something that only happens when you work for Road Trip Solutions. Okay, alright, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. I didn't realise how slow we were going there. Let's bring that down because we're on to a 19, aren't we, here? Or not. Alright, Thrill, as we have our documents examined. By that I mean we'll probably cut this bit because this is really not... I mean, actually we could look at this. Fattoria Felice. I don't know what they are. They certainly sound like an interesting product. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm bored now. We'll see you after the border check. Alright, border check complete. Let's get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, I mean give way until cargo passed. Cargo passed, we can drive. Alright. Border check complete. And we are now in Denmark. Danish national anthem, go! Alright, that's enough. Anyway. Back on the motorway. Back on the motorway. So yeah, now that we're in Denmark, I will probably look at doing the next. We're 5 hours out. That's going to leave us with 2 hours left. Though, granted, the way that this is going, we're only going to do this like this time. So, you know, maybe me going around and finding something. Yellow car. Whoa, okay. We're not in the UK. Can't do 56 over here. Whoa, come on. Calm it down. Also, you're not hearing a bottle that's managed to be split open by the hinge of the ring pull do anything, honest. Okay, so I definitely didn't cut out a bit because the pouring of the drink was even worse than I expected. Right, we'll take the next rest stop. 6 hours. It's all fine. We'll make a move from there. But yeah, 200 miles to go. Everything will be fine. Look, we need to prevent the backflow from happening. So, we've got to get there quick. So yeah, Moana. Why am I using the road trip as an opportunity to review a film that, to be honest, I had no intention of wanting to see, but I have a thing of seeing a film on the early afternoon on every Saturday or Sunday, you know, depending on what goes on. And at the time of recording, because of how successful Spider-Man Brand New Day and The Odyssey are, all the screens are still being reserved for them. So any new films coming out are not... Well, there wasn't any new films coming out. The next new film that I can probably get the idea of seeing is The End of Oak Street. But nothing new really came out in the cinema. This week. So my choices at that point were either not do the afternoon and therefore do the evening, which would leave me to watching The Invite or Obsession. Now The Invite, I could picture that being an uncomfortable comedy and that would be cool. Obsession, I'm still not great with horror films, so, you know, I really want to look at it. Oh, that's what came out this week. Yeah, I forgot about it because it's an absolute pile of shit. Ice Cream Man. Pile of shit with a load of Gen AI in it. Yeah, so, you know, go fuck that. So, yeah, my choices at that point were Moana, which has accused of being a bit maybe CGI heavy, maybe on the lines of our good friend Andy Indiana in it, which, you know, I've not done anything for the cause, but I've been committing movie crimes every week for the entire 31 weeks I've been doing this already. So, you know, if it isn't a studio, it's an actor. If it isn't an actor, it's a director. If it isn't a director, it's a producer. And if it isn't one of them, it's all of them. So, you know. So, anyway, yeah, Moana or Paw Patrol. I'm going to tell you this. I already felt awkward sitting there watching a musical of a children's animation from 2016, remade in live action 2026. I was not sitting there watching an animation about dogs in the emergency services. Let's just say that right now. Absolutely not going to happen. No. From what it's looking like the rest of the year, I've got ideas of films that I want to watch. So, they're in there. End of Oak Street being one of them. How to Rob a Bank. Seems pretty cool. Wildwood. From the animation studio that brought Coraline. Yeah? That one's looking like it's going to happen. There is going to be some absolute garbage in there, including Street Fighter. Let's be honest. Anyone going in there looking at Street Fighter like it's going to be a work of art is wrong. It's wrong. It's going to be an absolute car crash, and I will be watching it on the weekend it comes out. It's just going to absolutely happen. Just that reminder. Oh, oh. A dog has entered the I may have turned off the noise reduction a little bit because I didn't feel I needed to. But yeah, the sound of a dog in the cab. It's from Paw Patrol. But yeah, just as a thing, I'm not. Do not like. I have a thread on Blue Sky at the moment that's just containing every film I've watched, like, throughout this. One film a week. For 31 weeks. It's not been literally since the beginning of January, but you know, that's just how it's been. There's been some good films, there's been some bad films. If you're expecting me to just sit there talking about the artistic presence of films, no. I mean, there's been some good films, you know, and there's been technically good films. There's been some films that I felt were good. Oh boy. That's right. You have to wait, because you guys crashed on the side and no emergency vehicles have arrived yet. You know, there's been some good films. There's been absolute shit, like Mercy. But I still intend to watch one film every week. That's the challenge of it. One film every week, and I can't watch the same film twice. So, you know, if it turns out I do watch a film that is a film crime, sorry, but I'm not tainting my challenge. Anyway, driving. You know, I'll call out shit for it being shit. Same with the movies. Anyway, got 103 miles to go. We've got this one bridge, we've got a toll booth, we'll cross over into Malmö, and yeah, I think we'll make this a shorter one. Let's be honest, I've done one that was 2.5 hours of recording 2 weeks ago, and I did one that was an hour and a half. Prior to that, I'd done one for an hour and 15. I think I can take a break, yeah? I think I can take a smaller journey. That'll be, you know, that will be fine from there. However, it will be fun. I will need to inspect this cargo and make sure the backflow preventers haven't been prevented from backflowing by pets in the back. It's a joke. Anyway, back over this bridge. I've seen this bridge quite a few times as I've been going between the Nordic islands and Germany. It's just how it is, you know. And it's how it will be, you know, with let's start slowing this down. 202. Boo. Alright, let's go. Let's go and get these last 80 odd miles. Which at this point, yeah, I will just, I mean, I'm in a situation where I can just rest in Vingy, right? Just a rest stop and a fueling station in Sweden, in Malmö. Speaking of, we're still in Denmark, right? You still need to go to the other toll booth. So. Yeah, this episode has just been a rant about my movies things, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll wait for next episode, and I'll once I've played a bit more of it, and we'll rant about Beast of Reincarnation and all the things it does right amongst all the things it does wrong. But how I at least liked the punt. But that's next time. When I maybe do another pickup journey You know, like to Gedser or something. I don't know. Oh, broken down bus. That hazard triangle. Bum bum bum. Alright. Oh, we're only 50 miles away now, see? Yeah. Do the delivery and then rest up. Truck's broken again then. Wee. Nearly through another toll booth. There we're 44 miles away. We've got an hour driving to go. We've got more than enough time to do what we need to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Still need to get that eco driving going, but, you know. First things first and all that. I mean, I am just happy that we're on another bridge. I mean, I am just happy that we've got more drivers. Also happy that we've done this in a night. Right, we're going over a bridge that says we're going to be heading over into Sweden. So that'll be cool. Yeah, I need hill climbing on this truck, man. Oh, speaking of, Sweden, national anthem, go. Alright, enough out of you. Let's move on. Right, so one toll booth. And then we can do this delivery. Drop everything off. Because at this rate, it is round the corner. At this point, with nothing in the right-hand lane, I will take that one. Oh, Jesus, even... How has someone managed to seriously break down / crash / get arrested? Literally outside of where I need to turn. Evening, officer. Alright, let's go to Malmö. Let's not tip it over, Ryan, come on. Up that hill, up that hill. Kate Bush that thing, come on. Da -da 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 -da. Alright, Malmö is over there. We are 4 miles away from the delivery. This is technically not in Malmö, but it counts as a delivery, so I'm doing it. I know, game, I know I am getting tired, but we are literally 5 minutes out. Start to slow this down a little bit because we have a roundabout coming up and also a speed limit change. Bam, 31. Ah, what the hell? Madman. In your truck. Well, that's a fence. That's a fence. However, we have arrived. Kind of. Next one. Oh! Arsewipe. I will remember you. I would like to know what happened there. I would like to know what happened. Luckily, they just hit the truck and not, you know, the cargo. It absolutely destroyed my car, my truck. Let me just, you know what? I am definitely asking for their insurance details. In fact, I'm going to want to get them sent to prison. How dare they do that to my car? Absolutely destroyed my cab. Which means any money that I earned for this is now gone. That's pissed me off. Whoa. Reverse a bit. Apparently people in Malmö are crazy. I know, I'm going to go and get my mandatory resting spot. Just very angry at the moment. Don't you dare, all you. Oh my god, they're all crazy round here. I'm still quite annoyed that I lost 400 because someone drove out in front of me. And that's the story I'm going to keep saying. Absolute git. So anyone else want to just speed along the road? No? Okay. Anyway. More lights and a rest stop here. So, rest spot. Technically, I'm going to follow the rules of the road. There we go. Stop. Fuel up. Then rest. Then repair. Then end. Right. Let's go and rest here. Sad. Let's go and rest here. And then go find a repair. And next time, we'll do another pickup job. And hopefully everything will be fine. In fact, I'm going to go and do this repair offline. So, yeah, like, share and subscribe and all that. Until next time, the road trip will continue.